Honestly did not expect to have this warm and as wet of a winter as we've had so far. Hey, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the Carter James Ranch on a soggy February 4th. Can't believe we're already into February already. About an inch of rain came last night. 2 days ago we were 71 degrees. I mean, that's bizarre. That's bizarre for Kansas this time of year. So anyhow, we've had it all. We've had it all the weather we want this winter, from snow, ice, Arctic temps, ground's frozen, rain, 71 degrees in February, and now we got an inch of rain last night. So just been a unique deal. Not complaining, thankful for it, but just pointing out it's been a unique time of year. Let me flip you around and show you this. Okay, this is how muddy we are. Look at every hoof place. Every hoof print's got water standing in it. We've been unrolling a lot of hay here in the back pasture. A little thick here. I need to clean this up. This is actually from about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We unrolled hay and then we had a storm blow in, and we actually called the cattle around to the stable to get them out of the freezing rain that was coming down. But this back pasture, we have a lot of buckbrush back here. You can see where we've been unrolling hay. And if we dry out a little bit, I'd actually like to unroll it and hook up wires, hot wires, side to side, and have them strip graze that way, just so we can get a lot of trampling on the buckbrush. And we would also unroll the hay from left to right. But we have not had that much, haven't had the opportunity with it being so dang wet. Here we go again. Standing water, lots of standing water in that where that tree is. So we're giving them big areas right now just to try to cut down on the impact that the animals are having. This is my second winter having cattle, having livestock since I started the ranch in, really, I guess, the spring of 2022. So we had the winter of 2022 and then this winter 2023, and it's been a pretty warm one, with the exception of those couple weeks where it got real Arctic cold. And what they're saying is spring might come early this year. So I'm real curious to see how the early winter moisture is going to affect the ground. We're trying to unroll everything, get these guys growing out well. Obviously we don't have problems with keeping them warm, since it has not been really cold outside the Arctic freeze. So pretty unusual winter. But it seems like before you know it, we're going to be in the spring. Looking at the 2 week going out, that takes us to about February 18th. I mean, we're mid 40s up into the 50s every day, and in the mid 30s, couple nights we might drop below freezing, but nothing bad at all. Nothing bad at all. So let's flip around here and show you what's going on with the cattle here. Really thankful that everyone has been real healthy this winter. All these calves are doing really great. I'm going to walk you through here. I'm evaluating a couple of these animals that I bought as pairs. This is one right here. This is a bull calf right here. I'm going to be watching him. He's looking pretty thick, pretty sturdy. He'd be a registered 100% South Pole bull. And there's 3 of them that I'm watching to see. They look like they could have a chance to be something kind of good. Number 10, 11 right here, right in front of me. They're all pretty shaggy. I need to wait till they get to the spring to see how they slick off and what they look like. And then there's one other one. It's him right here, walking away from me. Need to see him for a few more months, see if these guys are bull options. So I would like it. We wouldn't have any genetics of these guys in the herd. So could be a good addition. Then we'd have Comanche, Cheyenne, and then if these guys are bull options, we'd go ahead and name them. But boy, here we are. We're getting pretty close to calve and start calving here in the next 45 days. Look at that, these birds, man. These birds have been around all winter long, on the cattle, on the ground, but we're loving it. So lots of impact here with unrolling all this hay. They've cleaned up a lot of this stuff real nice. Here's a lot of this buckbrush I've been talking about. So if I can get a lot of impact with the cattle, lots of buckbrush out here. The further you get away from the house, the thicker the buckbrush gets. Just historically, it's not been grazed well. So over here, over the next month, I really want to make a concerted effort to force the cattle back there, strip graze it across, and we'll see if we can't get a lot of really good impact. So all the south poles are doing well. I got a few of these Wagyu steers here. This girl, 1011, she had a high head when she came. She's calmed down quite a bit. There's only one other one that is a little squirrely, and that's her walking across the middle right there. But all these calves have calmed down really well. So super happy with all the new additions. I've had some lice here. I think she's losing a little bit of her coat, maybe because of some lice. Possibly some ringworm, maybe. A couple of the animals have some patches on their face. It could be lice, but also could be ringworm as well. So yeah, this little dude walked over here. Hey, you don't need to get all squirty like that. Boy, he just looks like a chunk. So we'll watch them, but super wet. Really thankful for it. Really thankful for the moisture. One thing we're going to be doing over the next 3-4 weeks is really feeding a lot of this oat hay. The oat hay will not last. It just collects so much moisture. It's like a sponge, you know, so it'll take on moisture and it'll start to kind of get moldy and whatnot. So we're gonna have to feed a lot of that. I actually don't mind that at all. They do clean it up, or they spread it out a lot easier. When you unroll the brome can unroll thick sometimes. Now they'll eat the brome, they'll eat more of it, but the oat hay basically is straw, you know, so it just dries out and it'll be good carbon for the ground. But so one thing we're gonna have to figure out here is, are we gonna calve out all the animals here at the Carter James and at the home place before we move them out to Redemption? Still haven't shot any video out there. Been out there a number of times, trying to do a bunch of planning. But yeah, looking forward to sharing Carter James Redemption with you. It's a very unique property. Gonna be doing some pond work out there. I did shoot a video out there thinking I'd post it, but after rewatching it, didn't really like the footage. So sometimes that happens. But we're starting to get a little more rain here. Just kind of a gloomy day, but not cold. The rain and the wind makes it a little cold, but yeah, it's been a great 2 years of starting the ranch. You know, sometimes I think back to, boy, how did I even start doing this? And I may sit down and do a video on that. But just bottom line, getting out here with the animals and being a little more in tune with nature, getting out of the busyness of life, especially our American culture. Our American culture just speeds everybody up, and just being out here, you know, these animals don't get sped up like that. These animals just really focus on day to day and being in the moment. So I guess it might sound a little cheesy, but it's true. They've kind of taught me a thing about just observing creation and being grateful for each day, you know, because things are uncertain. You know, I have a friend, my friend Dallas. He's a little older than me. He actually just a couple weeks back, he lost his son. His son was a flight nurse on a helicopter, and they just got done dropping a patient off at a hospital. And this is back a few weeks back when the weather was real bad and the temps were Arctic cold, and they were flying back to their home place, and a couple miles away, the helicopter went down, and all three of the folks on there were killed. So, you know, life is uncertain. So sorry for the cold weather and the snot, but life's uncertain. So hope you guys are enjoying your day where you're at, and thanks a lot for watching. So it's been a really cool journey starting the ranch. It's a lot every day. There's lots to do. A lot of it's very, very repetitive, but I don't mind it. It's fun being out here with the animals. They really, I don't know, they kind of feed your soul, I guess. It sounds kind of funny too, but it's true. So yeah, I'll quit rambling here, but thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and a great week, and God bless, and we'll catch you on the next video.